If you're not training based on this list, then you're almost guaranteed to get stuck sooner or later. If you're just starting your training or you're unsure about what should you do and what's important, then this video is for you. Many people think that the most important thing is what exercises they do. A lot of them put their ego first and want to do flashy or difficult exercises because they believe that's what brings the best results. But they lack any kind of progression or injury prevention, and their progress is not sustainable in the long run. Others look for the best possible training plan and they end up at dead end because they don't build on the fundamentals. And most importantly, many people quit training because they get injured. We could say that 90% of people fail in training because they don't have a priority list to help them understand what matters the most and what they should stick to. Injuries are one of the biggest obstacles in training. I've heard countless stories at gyms or outdoor parks about someone trying a training program, doing it for a while, then getting injured, quitting, resting for 6 months, and never really coming back. That's why I created this list to show you the correct order to follow. I usually say that consistency is the best workout plan. If you don't train regularly, nothing else matters. Long-term results depend entirely on consistency. Many people hold themselves back by constantly switching their training plan or being afraid to return properly after an injury. Often, they don't have a well-structured plan, and even if they do, they fail to follow through. They break their own promises and fall into a negative spiral, losing their sense of achievement, losing motivation, and eventually quitting training altogether. This is the real problem. They lack a system, a schedule, a built-in habit that keeps them on track. Just like you go to bed at night, wake up in the morning, and brush your teeth, training should become just as a routine. Even training 1 or 2 times per week can lead to progress if you stay consistent. For people who are overweight or not muscular enough, the biggest issue isn't what they do in the gym, it's that they start, then stop, and never adapt. That's why sustainability is key. Once you reach a certain level, you have to maintain it. It's not like you achieve a goal and then never have to do anything again. It's just like a car. If you don't maintain it, it will eventually break down. That's why you need to think about a lifestyle change, not just short-term goal. If you want to look better, feel more confident, be healthier, and live a higher quality of life, then training needs to become a natural part of your daily routine. A lot of people assume that fitness influencers train 12 hours a day, but the truth is, even 3 to 4 workouts per week can deliver serious results. I built my physique with just 3 workouts per week. 3 sessions of 1 hour. That's all you need to find in your schedule. And I guarantee it will give you a way bigger dopamine boost than sitting on the couch, binge watching Netflix while eating a bag of popcorn. Consistency is the first and most important rule. If you don't have it, nothing else matters. To avoid injuries and ensure your exercises are truly effective, you must perform them correctly. Whether it's warming up, joint preparation, muscle building exercises, or advanced gymnastic skills, execution is key. If you perform any movement incorrectly, any exercise can become dangerous. Even during a warm-up, you can easily pull a muscle if you rush or use poor technique. A sloppy dynamic stretch can lead to injury, or an incorrect shoulder rotation can place unnecessary strain on your joints. That's why it's crucial to learn every movement properly. One of the best ways to improve technique is self-reflection. Record yourself and review your form. Train in front of a mirror, especially for movements where posture is key, like push-ups, squats, or pull-ups. Ask for feedback from a coach or an experienced training partner. An external perspective can catch mistakes you don't notice. Poor execution is not only dangerous, but it also slows down your progress. If you do 50 push-ups with bad form, they are worth less than 10 perfectly executed reps with full range of motion and control. Good technique saves you time, speeds up progress, and ensures long-term health. If you train consistently, you know how to perform exercises correctly, the next step is injury prevention. This is about gradually adapting your body to the workload. Many people completely ignore this and jump straight into heavy training without preparing their joints and muscles. This is a direct path to injury. Injury prevention is based on 3 key pillars. proper warm-up before every workout, mobility and stabilization exercises, and progressive overload instead of sudden big jumps in intensity. The purpose of warming up is to prepare the muscles and joints for training. It's not just about doing a few arm swings or rotations, but about activating your nervous system, increasing your body temperature, and specifically preparing for the exercises you will perform. For example, if pull-ups are your main exercise, a proper warm-up should look like this. Start with a general warm-up, including shoulder rotations, arm swings, circles, and scapular mobility drills. Continue with low-intensity hangs, scapular activations, then move on to assisted pull-ups or lower intensity progressions, and eventually to the progression you're at. This ensures your joints are ready and you're not overloading them suddenly. Mobility and stabilization exercises help maintain joint health and prevent long-term injuries. If you have shoulder issues, scapular stabilization drills are essential. Progressive overload means you don't immediately jump into hardest variations, you build up to it gradually. A common mistake is attempting full pull-ups right away, even though the person can't even hold an active hang. The same applies to push-ups or deep squats. Injury prevention is not optional. If you skip it, your body is like a house built on weak foundation. Even small injuries can hold you back for months. If you're consistent, execute exercises correctly, and prepare your body properly, the next step is structuring your training plan, defining how you train. Your training plan must align with your goals. If you want to build muscle, you need proper volume and progressive overload. If you want to develop strength, gradually increasing the load is key. Or, if you want to master a gymnastic skill, you need specific training that targets the right muscles and movement patterns. That's why your training plan should include proper exercise selection, progressive overload, and rest and recovery. Don't train just based on how you feel that day. If you do, your progress will be random at best, or worst, you won't progress at all. A well-designed training plan ensures that you're not just working hard, but actually improving. Many people start with this step, but it should be the last one. If the previous 4 elements aren't in place, it doesn't matter what exercise you do, you won't get real results. If you're not consistent, your technique is poor, you haven't prepared your body, and if you don't have a well-designed training plan, then no exercise will work for you. But if the fundamentals are in place, then exercises do matter. If you want to build muscle as a beginner, you should focus on compound movements rather than isolations. If you want to develop your chest, push-ups and dips are far more effective than, for example, ring flies. If your rear delts are weak, you should be doing pull-ups or inverted rows. The key is to select exercises deliberately and always execute them based on fundamental principles. Don't choose exercises just because they look flashy. If you follow these 5 key principles, your training will be guaranteed to succeed. If you incorporate these into your workouts, not only will you progress faster, but you will also avoid mistakes that cause most people to quit. Now, take a moment to reflect on your own training. What are your biggest weaknesses? Struggle with consistency? It's time to build a fixed routine that you can stick to long term. Uncertain about your technique? Start recording yourself and work on improving it. Neglecting injury prevention? Make sure to warm up properly, do mobility work, and progress gradually. No structured plan? Set a clear goal and build a plan around it. Focused only on exercises? Then fix the fundamentals first. I guarantee you'll get much better results. If you fix these 5 things, you will never have to wonder if you're making progress again. You won't get stuck, you won't get injured, and you will see long-term sustainable improvements. If all these make sense, but you're still unsure how to build your training plan or what exercises to do for your goals, that's exactly why I created the Gymnastics Method Premium Membership. My programs are designed to automatically incorporate these principles into your training, and you don't have to overthink your next step. Whether you're training at home, in a gym, or outdoors, you can follow the programs with no equipment and still see guaranteed progress. If you're serious about training and want to avoid mistakes most people make, check out the Gymnastics Method Premium Membership at gymnasticsmethod.com and start training today. If you want to get the most out of yourself and support your progress with irreplaceable help, then apply to one-on-one coaching and get on a real fast track. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more, and now check out one of my earlier videos on the end screen.